to add effects to any track, you can go to the audio effects category for native effects, where you can find all kinds of native effects for your instruments here. So let's say I add this effect is added to this instrument. I can find third-party effects in the plugins category. A good example of that is the Valhalla Supermassive instrument, which I'll add to the phase plant. And so that again gives you a third-party control panel that you have to open with the wrench tool. And then each third-party one will have its own ways of changing the sound. You can, of course, automate any of these things by going to the automation view, which is best seen in the arrangement view. If I close this side tray over here and hit the A key, hitting the A key will allow me to expose the automation timelines and breakpoints, so I can change different properties. As we explained in class, these drop-down menus adhere to different categories of things you can automate. So things in the mixer, that's where you get speaker on, panning, volume for your local effects. You can also go to the separate effects that you're using, and it is a little bit intimidating, all these different parameters, but I think it's kind of better to see the view of them and kind of work with something that you can find down here through recorded automation, which I'll show you in a minute. So down here in the master category, you can automate different things that are a part of the mixer or for global settings. So if we go to mixer, you can automate track volume, panning, tempo, where you can change the tempo over time, and such as that. So this is a useful spot. If you wanted to record automation, first you should, what you can do is use your mouse. So you can record. Looks like I'm record enabled on. This button will toggle record automation on and off. And if this is not engaged, your changes will not be recorded. You'll know that your changes will be recorded if there's a little red dot by the dial. And notice that it adds an element to your timeline. I can also MIDI map any of these things to knobs on my MIDI controller. If I open the Command M to open the MIDI map dialog, I can select any of these things and twiddle a knob, and it'll map with CC messaging to that knob. So if I escape out of this, now when I use that knob, I'm recording that automation. That allows you to record stuff that you use as a MIDI controller to control different effects parameters. So again, this button will toggle record automation on and off, and this button will open the MIDI map function. All of those things will allow you to record automation. And now when you go to your drop-down menus, you'll see which ones you've worked with a red dot. That's really helpful to kind of try to narrow down some of these huge amounts of parameters. So that should help things here. So if you wanted to work with parts of a third-party plugin in this way, you can configure them in this dialog. This is a little bit more complex, and we can get into this another time with another video.